Has Mrs. Rexroth pursued the opportunities implicit in your arrangement?
What is implicit in this simple precept of medicine?
Hey there, and welcome to TalkWord. I am so glad you're here. In this series, we dive deep into the meaning and usage of English words, and today we've got a fantastic pair for you. All right, so today we are tackling two really powerful words that, let's be honest, get mixed up all the time: implicit and explicit. And trust me, getting this right, it's a total game changer. We're not just talking about acing a test, this is about understanding everything from what your friends really mean to what's expected of you at work. So, you ready? Let's jump right in. Okay, so let me ask you this. You know that feeling, right? When you ask a friend how they are and they say, "I'm fine," but their voice just tells a totally different story? Yeah, that feeling. That little gap between what someone says and what they actually mean, that is exactly where we're headed today. All right, so first up, let's unpack the art of implicit. This one is all about those subtle, unspoken messages, the stuff that really colors our conversations every single day. So, the official definition is that something implicit is suggested or understood without being stated directly. Think of it like a secret message that's kind of hiding in plain sight. It's not spelled out for you in big, bold letters, but you feel it. You know it's there. So, words like hinted at, implied, or under the surface, they all point to the same thing, right? They all mean you've got to put on your detective hat for a second. You have to read between the lines to really get what's going on. And here's that perfect example we were just talking about. I mean, we've all been there, haven't we? Your friend says, "I'm fine," but their tone, maybe the look in their eyes, that is the implicit message. That's the part that tells you the real story. And being able to catch that, that's what makes you a great friend. Exactly. It just goes to show you that communication is so much more than just the words we say. The words might be, "I'm fine," but that hidden, implicit meaning is screaming, "I'm really not okay." Okay, so we've got the subtle stuff down. Now let's flip the script and look at its complete opposite.
All right, now let's talk about the power of explicit. And if implicit was a subtle little hint, then explicit is like a giant flashing neon sign. There's absolutely no guesswork involved here. When something is explicit, the whole point is to leave, wait for it, no room for doubt. It is designed from the ground up to be crystal clear. We're talking direct, detailed, and completely confusion-free. I mean, look at the difference. A second ago with implicit, everything was under the surface, right? Now, with explicit, it is all on the surface. It's spelled out for you, plain as day, so you don't have to do any guessing at all. The meaning is just right there. And here's a fantastic, super simple example. A recipe doesn't just kind of hint that you might need some flour. No way. It says, add 2 cups of flour. Boom, explicit. And this kind of clarity is absolutely crucial in other areas too. I mean, think about safety manuals or legal documents. You can't have any misunderstandings there, right? It could be a huge problem. All right, time to spot the difference. Let's put these two head to head and see how they stack up. Okay, this chart really lays it all out. So over on the implicit side, you've got your implied, subtle, hinted at vibes. You're reading between the lines. Then you look over on the explicit side, and it's all stated, direct, spelled out. There's absolutely no doubt. They're just two completely different ways of getting a message across. All right, time for a little pop quiz. You're walking down the street, and you see a sign that just says, "No smoking." So, is that message implicit or explicit? I'll give you a second. You got it, it's explicit. Of course it is. The sign isn't suggesting, hey, maybe you could consider not smoking here. Nope, it's direct. It leaves zero room for doubt. Awesome job.
Okay, so how do we make sure this sticks? Let's get to our main takeaway, a little trick to make sure you never, ever get these two mixed up again.
Okay, check this out. It's a super simple memory trick. The I am at the start of implicit is just like the I am in implied. And the EX in explicit, it's like the EX in expressed. So implicit is implied and explicit is expressed. See? So simple, and it works every time. So now you know the difference. And here's the fun part. You're going to start noticing this everywhere. Seriously. So here's a little challenge for you. As you go about your day today, just pay attention. What implicit messages are you picking up on? And hey, if you had fun diving into this, you should totally check out the TalkWord mobile app. You can actually make your very own English word podcast with our two super friendly hosts. It's a blast.
Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, and I'll catch you in the next one.
I have provided reasonable protection for the creature as per our implicit agreement.
I have implicit faith in the U.S. AML and His Majesty's Postal Service.
His Majesty King Philip has implicit confidence in your loyalty to his interests.